We'll take your calls at 813-282-8283 and see if you agree with me. I think the signing date's a joke. Make it the 2nd February, Tuesday in February. Gives everybody enough
I think
time.
them calling it a signing date anymore is a joke.
That's also a good point.
Okay, they have been paid. They know what's going on. There's no secrets anymore.
No, there isn't. Well, there's one. Where's Lane Kiffin going?
If he goes anywhere, I think he's a fool.
We do agree on another thing.
I think they're already making the nice space for his full-size statue. And why would you leave?
It makes no sense.
I mean, he's got everything you can ever want. I get this. Well, I like challenges. I like climbing that mountain. Yeah, no.
How about loyalty? Because he
in football.
Oh, good
in
point.
Coaching.
Good point.
Stop.
Good point. Good point.
Stop.
But on a serious,
you know what loyalty means in coaching? You're not good enough to get another higher job.
Well, no, that's my point, though. FAU, he could have been stuck down there, and Ole Miss said, "We're going to give you another shot, kid. Let's see what you got." And I think you kind of owe a little bit to them for that. That's my own personal opinion. I know those days are gone. You and I are old school, but it's unfortunate.
Speaking of Freeman in here, it's sitting in for Joshua till he loves Joshua. We know.
Yeah.
But, he had to stop and run you an errand. But you.
Yeah, man.
That's we're up.
Boca Raton, huh?
Boca area, yeah.
It's nice down there, man.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And now you're doing some broadcasting, huh?
Yes, sir. So I've been around the Chicago area. Best Chicago. Worked with the Monarchs, and you're part of the Woods last couple of years too. So.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad. It's funny. It's a very dear friend of ours, Ken Zier, passed away. Big Chicago Bears fan, and he would always be in there, and he'd always be negative because they always said, I'd predict pretty good. Scott will give me credit. I could tell when the Bears were going to win and when they were going to lose. It just had a weird knack that one year we had together, and unfortunately he passed away. But now I think he's up in heaven, wishing him well, because the way they took care of Philly was unbelievable, man.
Yeah,
so,
he took over Ben Johnson's spirit on Friday, take a shirt off for him. So that was pretty fun.
Amen, brother.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like that stuff. Well, no, that's great. And do you have any thoughts on the Bucks today, man?
I'm nervous. I'm just hoping Baker feels better than he did last week, but overall feeling good. Just want to see Bucky back playing well.
No, very good, man. Well, no, we'll get you another headset here in a sec.
No, for sure. Thank you.
You keep talking because it's nice to good old Chicago. Where do you like better, living in Chicago half the year or in KC? I guess they both have their pluses and minuses.
Good question. I mean, I love the spirit of Kansas City because it's heart, but it's also a very southern area to where people love there. So
Okay.
I've always loved that aspect of it. And it didn't snow when I was in Kansas City. So I like that part a little better.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I was there during the summers and I'm in Chicago during the winters. So
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Everybody knows I hate the cold, man. Miami boy and now Tampa boy. And
Yeah, exactly.
No way I'm getting away from this.
Mm-hmm.
But Northwestern had a rough year. I wish they'd play better. Purdue also, but it's Indiana's year right now, man.
It is. No.
I mean, they pummeled Purdue,
Yeah.
56-3. I'm still stunned by that. They get to play OSU, man, next Saturday. That's going to be awesome at 8:00. I'm looking forward to that game. That should be a good one. So, Mr. Levinson, quick question for you, Joshua. Okay. What do you feel about the Bucks today, young man?
I don't feel good about the team at all. I think, like I've been saying, we got very, very lucky to start the season. We had a bunch of balls bounce our way. It was just, this is all regression to the mean. We're still not healthy. Bucky's going to be 50% today. I think be 60% at best. Our only saving grace is the same thing it's been. We play our schedule with start. There's 3 very good teams. And the Rams, I mean, better. We clearly came out flat. It's like everyone was just taking the game off. Like, no, there's no reason for optimism right now. You are capable of on the field. It's every external. And just all we have to do is beat the Falcons and then the Panthers twice.
Right.
And that's it. We
it.
win the division. We could lose every other game. And it feels like that's the mentality. And that's not how you want to enter the playoffs this time of year.
I think they match up well against the Cardinals. I don't think the Cardinals are that much to talk about. I really don't. I mean, Brissett's playing better than I thought.
But neither
playing.
are we.
Yeah.
That's that's the whole point. Yeah, I'd rather have Brissett, Michael Wilson, and Marvin Harrison Jr. right now than Baker and again a banged up Bucky and a ready to retire Chris Godwin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
and Mr. Evans hurt it. You know, we called that. You and I, we were worried he's going to get hurt again. It's just
Yeah.
father time gets to you, man. And it's very sad. College ball, Josh, you know, your alma mater, Florida State. I mean, got debacled by the Gators yesterday. I thought for sure they were going to win that game and at least, you know,
Why? Based off what?
but obviously not.
Clearly not. Yeah,
you know,
no.
sad whole game. If you're, do you want Norvell back?
Dude, I want to have money, to be completely honest with you. Just as a Florida State fan and everything, like right now, we're broke. College football. And that's what we are right now. We're broke. And you can't win. You've got basketball school with all the Michael Jordan money, and they're able to pluck away someone like Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
And we've been rotating through these small school guys, and now we're stuck with the guy that we don't want. Then you're going to lose the recruits. I mean, it's absurd. Everything has gone absolutely terribly since we got boned and left out of the college football playoff. And that's a sign of bad leadership. To me, I think that starts with the athletic director going all the way down. It became a whole, oh, woe is me, and crying and not just focusing on, okay, we got screwed. Let's take that anger and put it forward into building out another team. We made the bad decision in getting DJ Ukulele instead of Cam Ward.
Correct.
That was a terrible decision. And from there, it's just been
Well,
bad move after bad move.
Here's my thoughts, Josh. All the booster money out there, because they're starting to come out of the woodwork. We got people here in Tampa Bay that, you know, are millionaires, and they're like, hey, I'm not going to give you another dime till you wake up. So why not? Let's get the boosters together and say, hey, AD, baby, we can find a way to get you fired, and we will get another coach, and we'll find a way to buy him out. Or you make him sign another contract and go that route too, because this is a joke. I mean,
you have to have a place that people want to come and play at, though. And every recruiting class that goes by, every day that goes by, people are getting further and further away from Bobby Bowden.
Yeah.
You know, like people don't even know. Lane Kiffin has been in the news and everything. We were talking at Thanksgiving dinner to some of the younger kids. They don't even know who Monty Kiffin is.
No, heck no.
You know, and so
right.
this is one of those things where it's just the generation are changing. Miami had that long downturn, you know.
Yeah, it happens.
Some of it was the Nevin Shapiro stuff, and they got in trouble and all that. But
sure.
FSU has no excuse. It was just, you know, we were acting like, oh, we're the center of the college football world, and we need to go to the SEC. And oh my God, it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
It is. It's very sad for Florida State. You know, the Bobby Bowden era, the Penn State. I feel sorry for them with the Paterno era and what happened there. And now, you know, Franklin's gone. We'll see what happens at Penn State. But you bring up a good point, Bobby Bowden era. You know, everybody at one time was like, I want to go to the legacy. I want to make it happen and see what's going on and go for it. So, you know, that's what has to happen. And do kids care anymore, man? Do they care about legacy or just show me the Benjamins?
I think at this point, it's show me the Benjamins.
I know.
And if all the athletic departments are relatively the same, I mean, proximity still matters. Of
Sure.
course, at the end, college football is a very, very regional sport in the way that professional isn't. But the more money that comes in, but again, there will be a pushback. You're not going to have boosters that just keep throwing all these millions of dollars.
Yes, sir.
If it's not going to something. I was talking to some people over the past few days who know boosters or whatever, just are very involved in college football and different teams. And they said, look, we are sick and tired of seeing these kids driving Lamborghinis around. That's not what we're trying to pay for if we're not winning. It's great. You want to do that and celebrate afterwards, but there will be a pushback, but also it's a numbers game in the sense that I don't think there's that many good coaches out there that can even win you a national championship to begin with. So you've got all these coach teams looking for school or teams looking for coaches right now. Penn State got rid of James Franklin, and the grass is not always greener. It's really not. And I don't think there are that many coaches that are capable of even winning a natty if they have this top tier elite, you know, recruiting class and all that. So nothing's guaranteed. It's all the credit in the world to these schools like Ohio State, like Indiana, Notre Dame, that have been able to adapt and stay on top of it.
Do you believe, like I told you, and I'm talking firsthand. Now, no, I will not name the person, but $1 million donor. Has been for years, goes to every game. I don't care if it's in Tally. It could be, he even went overseas when they played overseas.
Over in Ireland?
We're talking
really
$1 million donor.
fan.
He's done.
There you go.
After yesterday, I talked to, he's done. Yeah. He will not give the school another dime until they get rid of the coach.
Well,
now my question is, I'm sure he's not the only one after yesterday.
No doubt.
I don't think Norville's back on the sideline next year. I don't buy into this. Oh, we're keeping him. Not after yesterday.
Then that level of dysfunction would be even worse.
I'm not saying it
Because-
would or won't, but if as you said, if the Benjamins stop, he's gone.
But they're not there to even stop in the first place. We don't even have enough money to buy him out, not to mention paying someone else.
That's the problem. And I just hope we wake up down up there in
Yeah, but
Tallahassee.
maybe that's why people are drawing back on what the big donors are giving.
I don't know what the ramifications of this would be. This would be, if he doesn't want to be reasonable on a buyout, which I know he doesn't have to, Josh, and I'm a big proponent of the contracts, but it's funny. The people that are paying the money can also make it tough on you too. I'd say, guess what? Yeah, Mikey, we're going to keep you here, but guess what now? You're special teams coach, and I'm going to give another guy the head coaching job. I don't think they could get away with it.
No,
but
I mean, that won't happen. I do agree, though. I think this should have been his last game at Florida State.
yes, done.
They've missed the bowl game 5 times in 8 years. That's not, you talk about brands, like that brand is gone. No one knows what the brand of Florida State-
110%.
Yeah.
We haven't won a road game in 2 years.
That's ridiculous.
2 years.
And what's the
stature of that
ACC
program should
Yeah.
never go through that.
You're 100% right. And the ACC record, the last 5 years has been atrocious.
Yeah, like we always talk about. I think the UConn
It's
Huskies have more football conference wins than the
Yeah.
Florida State Seminoles. That's
Sad.
crazy.
It's
ridiculous.
sad. We go to the ACC thinking, oh, it's going to be sweet, and now it's terrible. We'll take a quick time out here on AM 860, The Answer, the Sports Zone, coming at you live. We'll go down the top 25 of college football, see who's going to make the college football playoff. Get your takes, get your opinions. 813-282-8283. That's 813-282-8283. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Hi, folks. You've heard about Opportunity Knocks. Better answer the door. Well, guess what? There's a new meat market right across from Armwood High School called Opportunity Knocks, taking care of everybody out there when it comes to restaurants with their food. Well, guess what? Now you get restaurant quality right at Opportunity Knocks across from Armwood High School. You won't go wrong. Football season, we're right in the meat of it, pun intended, and you can't beat it. Grilling it, frying it, however you want to do it, we'll make it happen at Opportunity Knocks, next to Martha's Restaurant.
Happy Sunday from the Sports Zone with Patrick Hyland. And we do hope that it's a happy day and that everything is going as well for you and your family as it possibly can. That today you have many in front of you. But no matter how well any of us are doing on this good day, the unfortunate reality of life remains that all of us are likely to face bad days in the future, no matter how distant that future may seem right now. When it comes to matters of health, particularly as we and our loved ones get older, it's predictable that all of us are likely to face hard challenges the longer we live, and that is multiplied by the amount of people we are directly responsible for. You may not want to ask yourself this question, but what if something unexpected happened to you today or tomorrow? How would your family be impacted, particularly those who are relying on you? Is there a plan in place for the bad days that all of us will inevitably face? Just like the best time to prepare for the storm is before storm season arises, so too is it best to prepare for the toughest seasons of your life during these times, which are relatively good and free from the storms. If you don't feel confident that you're prepared for those bad days ahead, either for yourself or your family, give Patrick Hyland a call right now. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. Patrick has insurance solutions and years of experience helping people plan for their financial future and guiding them through the storms of their lives. When it comes to matters of health, finances, and the challenges that go along with getting older, Patrick's experience can help you find the right answers. You can't ensure that bad days ahead won't happen, but you can insure yourself against the worst possible scenarios. So buy yourself some peace of mind while your skies are still peaceful and call Patrick Hyland today. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone. Let's get back to the discussion. In Hillsboro, 813-289-1860. Anywhere else, toll free 877-969-8600. And now your host.
All right, folks, thanks for hanging in there with us on The Answer to Sports Zone. We appreciate everybody tuning in and checking us out. And we're going to get into a little college football. But before we do that, we have Vito on the line. Vito, what's on your mind today, young man?
Well, college football, I guess, you know.
Well, you guess we're going to talk some NFL too, pal. Did your team,
Sure.
okay.
I can bounce around, you know.
You're
I'm
pretty
eclectic.
good. How about Tulane, man? 27-0 over Charlotte. They're looking good, buddy. I see them being the 12th team with no problem. They're going to play North Texas Friday at 8 p.m.
I've already picked out your shirt, Vito.
Yeah. You save that shirt. Make sure you get it ironed
Wait,
up nice.
who are you taking in that game?
I don't know the spread, but are we talking about spread or the win? I hope Tulane loses just so it can mess up the whole playoff committee thing. And I hope that Duke beats Virginia. And I hope that James Madison blows out Troy. And then I got to sit there and maybe put the Sun Belt Conference winner in and the AAC Conference winner in. That would be all kinds of fun.
I like the way you're thinking, Vito. I love it. That would be awesome. I would like to see your Tulane boys make it, but I want to screw everything up. I love it.
Well, even if
And
Tulane loses things, that North Texas would be. It doesn't matter.
I'm sick of hearing y'all talk about Tulane every week. Vito, do you think Texas should make it?
Wow.
Man, you know, it's a 3-loss team. And they had a really good win. They beat 2 good teams lately. You know, should they go in ahead of Miami, who, you know, they're on the outside looking in right now and probably won't get in, but I don't know. I think Miami's better than they are. If you got 10 people, 5 are going to say one way, 5 are going to say the other. One of those teams is definitely not getting in, and they both might not get in. And they're probably better teams that you're going to see that get in. You know, like these conference champions from a lesser conference there that are going to get in this automatic 5, like we talked about. Now Duke's nowhere to be found on any top nothing. And they go out and throw a good game against Virginia. How much do they vault up with a 5-loss team that's going to be in the playoffs? I mean, is that we going to do that?
Why not? I think it's grand. It's wonderful, the new system. It's a joke is what it is, okay? What about if BYU beats Texas Tech? Then what?
Well, at least BYU's ranked. You know, they only got 1 loss. That's more fallible.
Is
than
Texas Tech out
a
then?
5-loss Duke team.
Texas.
Man, I tell you, 1 loss and 2 bad losses in a row. I don't know. I once again, that 2-loss team. There's going to be a few in there, I would imagine, right?
Georgia beats Alabama. Does Alabama stay in, or are they bye-bye?
No. Once again, there's another 3-loss team if they lose, but that loss doesn't count. It's a championship game, right? Should it? We talk about this all the time with my friends and here, there, and everywhere. Does the championship game have any relevancy other than winning the conference on their rankings? And how could you say a December game doesn't have relevance to the standings?
I mean, I think it definitely does. Any committee member to claim that it doesn't, I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either.
How many Division I conferences are there in football?
9.
So, do we agree that the 9 conference champions should be automatic bid?
I said that last week, but no, because then we're just creating more of this silliness where guys are getting in that don't deserve to get in. I mean, the best way is to get rid of these conferences in general, maintain the scheduling for the regional aspect of it. But it's what we talk about. Get rid of the rankings, or the preseason rankings at least, and get rid of these conferences. We want to see the best teams. Whoever makes it between Duke or Tulane or Charlotte or the Village of the Women, whoever makes it, they're going to lose. They're going to be
St.
they're going to be
Mary's.
21.5-point underdogs, and they're going to get smacked.
Team, though, guys.
What
The best team?
I'm sorry.
It's
I know
Ohio
you all want to
State.
keep pulling rabbits out of hats. And this, hypothetically, that.
It's season, baby.
Forget scenarios. There's one way to do it. I'm sorry. I firmly believe that. Take your opinion out of it because it doesn't mean crap. Take your opinion, my opinion. That's all they are. They're opinions. Do it by record. You want to take the top 12, you can figure out a tiebreaker system down 10 spots, head-to-head, conference, sectional, regional. I don't care what you do, but the record has to reign.
Then you're not
supreme.
rewarding teams
I'm
for
not
playing
rewarding
good.
anyone. You lose 3 games, you're worse than the
Yo,
team that
Texas,
lost.
Ohio State to start off the season was awesome. We need more of that. Notre Dame, Miami. You don't want to see these silly, stupid games just only play your conference schedule and then schedule cupcakes. That's
I'm not-
boring.
Forget the conference schedules. Then forget. All I'm saying is, if you have 12 teams, 16 teams, do it by record. You want to throw the conferences out and have 10 SEC teams in it, then that's how it ends up. But
It's still a numbers thing. If there's only 12 spots, you're going to have 18 teams with the same record. Then you got to do a tiebreaker. At the end of the day, you're going to have to
Correct.
make a subjective decision.
I don't think so. The
Okay.
NFL never makes a subjective
The
decision.
NFL only has 32 teams, and there's enough games throughout the schedule for them to determine who the
Great.
best one is.
Great. Baseball
We can,
doesn't make a subjective decision.
Vito,
It's
quick
apples
question.
and oranges. This is apples and oranges, guys. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. College football can't be, in the same breath as the pros, where there's 30 teams, and all those teams are basically on the same level most of the time, or a variation of the time. Coastal Carolina will never be on the level of Texas and those teams. It's money, it's location, it's prestige, whatever you want to call it. But that's just not reality. Listen, I love the James Madison story right now, right? But are they a good enough team to play with? I don't know, a team that on the outside looking in, maybe Texas or Miami, they'll probably get throttled, right?
Yeah. 95 out of 100 times they'll get throttled, and 5 times they might give it a game. Who wants to see that? Josh just said it perfect, Vito. It's boring. Here's my question of the day. Vanderbilt's 10-2, okay, and Texas is 9-3. Going to your point, Scott, you make some good observations there. We could get easily, it wouldn't even be discussion. We can figure out who the top 16 teams are. We really can. 14, there's no even discussion, okay? Everybody, if you have 3 losses or more, thanks for playing this year. Have a nice day. We're done.
Don't you want the best team? We have seen throughout the course of the season now, one of Texas's losses, that is arguably the best loss you could possibly have on the schedule this year. Texas would be favored by a touchdown over Vanderbilt right now.
That's a good point, Josh.
Thank you.
No, I'll give that to you. You're right about that. But
I got a point, Vito. I got a point.
yeah, but again, are we going to be subjective? I need to ask you
Josh,
this.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Vito, quick question. Do you believe in good losses?
Good losses?
Yeah. If you're on the bowl committee, well, that was a tough loss, so I'm not going to give it to them as bad as if they got, beat by 25. I don't operate that way. Scott and I guess are old school. You lose, you lose. W's W, L's an L. Case closed. But that's changed, and because of the woke society and freaking
Wait, how does the woke society have anything to-
participation trophies and how I feel and how everything's just grand and wonderful. Please, okay.
I've realized
that was a tough loss.
No matter what we can talk about, you're able to bring woke society into it. I got to compliment you on that.
Thank you.
Have a knack.
Thank you, sir. You're good people. Vito, answer my question.
Good losses. Listen, Texas has lost to Ohio State. It happened in what month? I can't remember. It was so long ago.
2002.
But-
It's the first game.
Yeah, well, whenever it was, and Texas outplayed them yardage wise, and didn't win the game. So is that a good loss? It's not a good loss, but they were competitive. They played with them, and Texas has had some bad losses. You can definitely have a bad loss. I don't know if a good loss is something that I'm going to hang any kind of hat on, but if you're going to say that, hey, Texas was competitive against Ohio State the first, game of the year, then I don't have a problem you saying that. I wouldn't just say it's a good loss. No loss is good, especially in college football with so few games. Everything means something in college football. So no good losses.
I like it. Okay, Scott just hit a nerve. Okay, we have the woke society, Scotty boy. I'm going to create the wake up society. There you go. I like that.
The Wake Up Society.
Yeah, the wake up society. Yeah, that's not a bad. I appreciate it. I'll have to get some shirts made. Josh, get the presses going again, kid, with bros for clothes.
There you go. All right, Vito, who you got in the Bucks game?
Oh, I like the Bucks. Cardinals are just not that good. If the game was at Arizona, maybe but the fact that it's here, I'm going to give Tampa Bay a touchdown win. I think.
Good deal. That's what I want to hear, Vito. Any other surprises in pro ball today that you like?
The surprise already happened, I think, with Cincinnati, throttling Baltimore. And, Baltimore is as good as their record is, apparently, not as good as everybody thinks they are. If I'm going to have one upset today, I don't know if it's an upset, but I think Houston is going to beat the Colts.
No, sir. Colts win today, baby. No question about it.
I hope you're right, but I
Yeah,
don't know if I see it.
Yeah, no, I'm taking the Colts. So there you go. All right, Vito, thanks for coming on the line, brother. We got to take a quick time out here on AM 860, The Answer, the Sports Zone. We come back, we'll finish up with the pros and see who's going to make the playoffs in the pros, where it does come down to wins and losses, Scott. Doesn't
Hey,
come down
God, isn't that
to
fun?
what a system. We'll be right back. Hi, folks. You've heard about Opportunity Knocks. Better answer the door. Well, guess what? There's a new meat market right across from Armwood High School called Opportunity Knocks, taking care of everybody out there when it comes to restaurants with their food. Well, guess what? Now you get restaurant quality right at Opportunity Knocks across from Armwood High School. You won't go wrong. Football season, we're right in the meat of it, pun intended, and you can't beat it. Grilling it, frying it, however you want to do it, we'll make it happen at Opportunity Knocks, next to Martha's Restaurant.
Happy Sunday from the Sports Zone with Patrick Highland. And we do hope that it's a happy day and that everything is going as well for you and your family as it possibly can. That today is a good day and that you have many, many more good days in front of you. But no matter how well any of us are doing on this good day, the unfortunate reality of life remains that all of us are likely to face bad days in the future, no matter how distant that future may seem right now. When it comes to matters of health, particularly as we and our loved ones get older, it's predictable that all of us are likely to face hard challenges the longer we live, and that is multiplied by the amount of people we are directly responsible for. You may not want to ask yourself this question, but what if something unexpected happened to you today or tomorrow? How would your family be impacted, particularly those who are relying on you? Is there a plan in place for the bad days that all of us will inevitably face? Just like the best time to prepare for the storm is before storm season arises, so too is it best to prepare for the toughest seasons of your life during these times, which are relatively good and free from the storms. If you don't feel confident that you're prepared for those bad days ahead, either for yourself or your family, give Patrick Highland a call right now. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. Patrick has insurance solutions and years of experience helping people plan for their financial future and guiding them through their lives. When it comes to matters of health, finances, and the challenges that go along with getting older, Patrick's experience can help you find the right answers. You can't ensure that bad head won't happen, but you can insure yourself against worst possible scenarios. So buy yourself some peace of mind while your sky's still peaceful and call Patrick Highland 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone. Let's get back to the discussion. In Hillsboro, 813-289-1860. Anywhere else, toll free 877-969-8600. And now your host, Patrick Highland.
All right, folks. Thanks for hanging in there with us here on AM 860, The Answer, Salem Communications. We appreciate you checking us out. And now we're going to get to the NFL. We'll save the Bucks for last to do a final wrap up on that ball game and what we think is going to happen. We'll start it out with the Rams at the Pussycats. The Panthers. Come on, Rams. We need you. Give us a little bit more cushion there, Josh. I sure would like that. Can I get the Rams to show up? Because they should kill them.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, there's a big spread there for a reason. I don't like ever spotting that many points.
I don't either.
Especially with the Rams coming off the later game or whatever it was. Yeah, I don't know. It's just too many points in general. Team at home getting double digits, you take it, but I don't think the Panthers are going to beat them. They have played some competitive games this year. This could be one of those. I mean, the Rams can't just keep mowing over everyone every single week, right?
I'll take 28-20 and call it a day. That's what I
is the
think.
Sounds about
Panthers'
right.
record right now?
Say it again.
The record they're sitting at
The
right now.
Panthers 6-5.
Same as the Bucks.
Check.
Okay.
That's why Josh made that comment. They beat them twice. It's over. There's no way
So
they can catch them.
there's-
And Atlanta, like you said, or
Well,
we could have a.
If the Panthers tank the next 2 games,
Well, that's true too. I mean,
yeah.
what I want to see is an 8-9 team win the division. I always like that. I think it's really special when they do that. It's really
you,
great.
You might get Jewish, Pastor.
I know. You bet it. You bet I will. Mhm. It's wonderful.
Are you
Reward
just,
mediocrity.
you're just going to go down this list and skip what happened on Thanksgiving?
I kind of have to. That was embarrassing.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna keep pounding this Mahomes' wash train.
I'm going to.
You're out of your mind, but
His
Rashi Rice
arm
can't catch a
is
pat. Oh my
weak.
gosh. Okay.
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 I'm going. This has not been.
Does
an
KC make the playoffs, Scott?
No.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Not-
Josh?
if they don't, it won't be because of Patrick Mahomes.
I know that. I'm just asking. I still think they're going to, and I don't want them to, but I think they're going to make it.
If you all watch that
I hope
game,
your guys are right
if
on
you
this one.
guys watch that game,
I mean, they're 6-6. They can, but it's not. They
Okay.
have some tough games. I'm
do
not.
you really believe his arm is what it was?
No, he's older, dude. Guys
I
don't get
forget-
stronger the older
I
they
get that, but do you not see a noticeable
No.
difference
No.
in his passes?
Worthy's starting to look better, but I mean, they need some weapons too. Kelsey's going to retire this year. There's no doubt about it.
No, he's 30 years old. He's not 24 anymore. He's still very, 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 very good.
Yes, he is.
He's a top 10
That-
quarterback, but he's
Yes,
not
he
a
is.
top 3.
Okay.
You still think he's top 3 quarterback?
No, he doesn't. This year, there are other quarterbacks that are playing better.
Yeah, that's
Stafford
all.
is playing better. Drake May
Which
is playing
surprising.
better.
Yeah, Drake looks good
There's
too.
guys
and we'll
that-
go down
And
the line.
kudos to the Cowboys, who you know I hate,
They played
but
well.
kudos to the Cowboys. I can't stand them. I root against them.
They're
but-
a funny team. When they're on, man, they can beat anybody. But when they're off, they look like the Jets.
I mean,
What's
this
up,
version
kid?
of Mahomes is better than last year's Mahomes. Mahomes was throwing a pick or 2 every week last week. Let me ask this though. So he's played the most games of any quarterback in the last 7-8 years since he's been starting. He's making the AFC Championship every year. He has to play an extra 2-3 games on every other quarterback. So is that a problem on his legacy? Is that what
It's
the
not
argument
a
is?
problem on his legacy. I'm not arguing. Is he one of the best quarterbacks we've seen? Yes, I'm not arguing that. What I'm arguing is he's played a lot more games.
Yep.
Innings he took last year, especially in the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So let's say the Chiefs get some things to bounce their way, make the playoffs at 10-7 or
There you go.
11-6,
So I
whatever.
think 10-7. They
Are
make
you
plus.
picking against them in the playoffs?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
I can't do that. I cannot pick against
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes until I see Chiefs eliminated.
Okay.
That's
All
cool.
I've been hearing all
I'm with
year
you on that,
is-
Scott. I'll
yeah,
pick against them.
I
just
don't
like
be-
I'm going to pick against Ohio State.
And
I
I
think
don't
Penn State's
believe
going to
you.
lose in the college
I do
playoff.
not believe you. If it came down to the AFC playoffs, out of all the quarterbacks we'd have available for us, we would trust Patrick Mahomes over Indiana Jones and Bo Nix,
Don't pick on my boy Bo with Sean Payton now. Easy now.
It's not about-
Herbert,
it's
Don't
not
mess with
about
Justin
picking
Trevor
first off.
Lawrence,
Yes,
Hey,
I
that
would.
Fabio can beat Patrick Mahomes
Lamar or
Hold on.
Aaron
Back up.
Rodgers.
I would take Bo Nix over, but simply because of the coach,
because of Payton.
because of Peyton.
Oh, so Sean Payton over Andy Reid now?
Yes,
For the quarterback
for the
situation.
quarterback. Yes.
I hear where he's coming from. But I like Andy Reid a lot, so I'm biased. Okay.
Drake May is the one that would scare me the most out of all those.
Oh, man,
Not
Josh-
Josh Allen and the Bills.
You know what? Let's do the Patriots,
Go ahead.
Josh. Yeah, no, because I want to get his opinion on that. Do you think the Patriots are gonna, win again this week? Or
They play tomorrow night. You're
I mean,
jumping all
tomorrow
over the
night.
place
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, dude, but with Drake May, you got me thinking, man.
He's very, 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 very good, man.
I know.
The Patriots are set up for success for the next decade. Mike Vrabel can kick his shoes up. He's in a good position. Again, this is one where I think I like the Giants to cover. Just because
Yes.
Patriots have been playing high, I do believe in regression generally.
I won't be surprised if they get upset. Jackson Dart, I hear, is coming back, and I don't think it was Jameis Winston's fault last week that they lost that game.
Did you see the touchdown catch he had?
Yep.
It was definitely not his fault. There was some
Thank you.
boneheaded decision making. That was crazy.
No,
Actually, for Jameis, actually, a little bit of a move on. That could have been the first time he's put a little bit of a juke on.
But he's
anyone.
such
It
a
is-
big guy.
He's
He's just
he's
huge,
extremely
dude.
big.
It's funny, man. His antics and stuff, but everyone loves him.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like him and Russell Wilson have a lot of things in common in terms of just like they're quirky and their antics.
Right.
But everyone thinks Russ is really annoying, and everyone loves Jameis.
It
It's
is
kind of
funny.
I don't know.
In
It's
the
cool.
post game, he was talking about what was he talking about? Eating at Bucky's or something like that. It's just he's got no.
Bucky's is good.
He's a unique guy.
Yeah, man, nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, no, that should. Yeah, I think
49ers at the Browns. There's another team.
Weather is supposed to be a big factor in that one today. Wind, it could be some flurries and that sort of thing. I think the Browns could win this game. Definitely like them taking the points there. Their defense at home is best in the league. Best in the league. Brock Purdy did not look great last week. There was no reason that the Panthers shouldn't even have been hanging around at all. Browns could steal one. Shador is not as bad as people want him to be.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a great way of putting it.
Yeah.
That is a
Well, yeah,
great
because there's
way of
haters
putting it.
out there because of his pop.
You
Neon
know,
Dion
that
and
last game, I thought, speaking of Dion was getting the same coverage as Tay-Tay. Every time Shador did something, we went to Dion, just like when
Yeah.
Kelsey falls
Yeah.
down, they go to Tay-Tay.
Yeah, Swift. God help us all.
You know
Anyway.
you love her.
Oh,
Stop
yeah,
it.
it's the
You
best.
had tickets.
I wish she was doing the halftime show.
You had
Anyway, Jaguars at the Titans, Josh. Let's go, Jags, baby.
Why do you like the Jags?
Oh, I've always liked Jacksonville.
Our Jacksonville friends?
Yes.
I just again, dude, I don't trust Trevor Lawrence. I like a lot of underdogs this week now that I'm looking at this slate, and they're 4-0 so far. You know, all dogs won on Thanksgiving, and then the Bears beat the Eagles on Friday. So maybe it's a wonky week, but no, I do. I think they could.
Donkey week. I love it.
I did Cam Ward again. He's getting better every single week. Him
Oh,
and then
yeah.
in college, you know, we talk about Arch Manning.
Oh, yeah.
But you see that first game, and everyone fries it into
Yeah.
their mind that that's
Silly.
who they are forever. Yeah, I don't know if they get a good coach there, like Brian Daboll or Lane Kiffin.
Oh,
Lane
goes
Kiffin to the
Pro.
Titans.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Why not create some more story? I like it, Josh. Are we a little nauseated about
You
the Lane
heard it
Kiffin story?
first.
You heard it first
today.
on the zone,
The
baby.
story was
He's going to
broke
the
by
pros,
Everyone
baby.
Loves Josh.
Yes.
There you go.
Now, Vito was talking about the Texans at the Colts. He thinks the Texans are going to pull this off. I don't think so. I think, as you like to call him, Indiana Jones is going to be just fine and dandy, Josh. Do you agree or disagree with me? Oh, what do you
Can I
think?
take this one?
You go
I
for
dis-
it.
Go
Cal.
ahead,
I
Cal.
disagree with you right now. I would take that Texans defense over anybody right now.
You
Look what
like
they did to
that,
Josh
huh?
Allen 2 weeks ago. They're rolling. They had a backup quarterback in the last few weeks. I think it comes down to, like, if Stroud doesn't make too many mistakes today, that defense is gonna hold Indy
They
under
got an
24
outstanding
points.
front line. I can't argue.
It's
a young man.
ridiculous.
They're really good.
Mhm.
I agree. But I like the Colts this year. I want to see them do something. So
No,
I'm
I
a
do
little
too.
biased there. I want to see the Jags and the Colts really kind of spread out there. And then when they play Mahomes in the playoffs, one of them beats them. Sorry, fellas. I'm
You know-
with Scott on this one.
You
Go
know
ahead.
what? I want to see this. Indianapolis had one of those losses last week. You know, there's always a team every year that's like, oh, how is this team winning
Yeah.
10 games, whatever. That Colts are that team. Last week's game was one of those standard, like, if they aren't, you know, a one-season wonder, they win this game. They're up 11 in Kansas City. They got the best running back. They should be able to grind that game out and win. I want to see them wake up today. I want to see them put 35 on Houston. I think that's a hard challenge, but if I'm going to buy into them again, I need to see 30-plus points from the Colts today.
I like your thinking. Yeah. I mean, they have JT should have a big game
Oh,
if he
yeah.
can hit the seams.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if that front four plays like the capable, he could have a rough day.
Yeah.
That could be a real fun game to watch just to see what happens. I mean, the Texans aren't completely out of it.
No.
So they're going to give you everything they got, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
I think both teams in Texas right now, Cowboys,
You're right.
Houston.
Yeah.
I don't want to play either one of those teams right now. They're the best two teams in football these last 3 weeks.
Yep. They're playing hot. That's
Mhm.
a very good point. Scott, who do you like in the Texans and Colts game?
I think a great defense like the Texans have beats that offense.
It should, but it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. Now, the Saints at the Dolphins.
Ugh.
This should be a no-brainer for the Dolphins to win this game. If they lose this one, boy, that's going to be
Would
real.
it really shock you?
No, it wouldn't. Unfortunately, it wouldn't. It should, but it won't.
Mhm.
I mean, the Saints, though, are just horrific this year. Just horrific. Miami's right there on them. It's in Miami. They had the off week, Scott. They've had a week to prepare. I mean, dear God, if you lose this one, man, the fan base is really going to say, what are we doing? Then they're going to say, let's get Norvell and McDaniel down to Jesuit High School and coach. Okay? I mean, that's what's going to happen in that game. I mean, dear Lord. Josh, you see Miami losing this game any which way?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's any given Sunday. That's not that guaranteed. And the Saints, they've still got some decent interior play, and you're going to see their young guys really get more reps. So maybe someone could shine. They got Devin Neal around there. You could see just some randomness happens, some funky football. Dolphins have been playing better, been playing some people close. McDaniel earning back some grace there. I don't know. That's
John Gruden said the Dolphins are going to win the next 6 and make the playoffs as a wild card, baby.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if it was tongue in cheek or straight up, but it was pretty funny.
Sounds more like Scotch in cheek.
That could be the
Just,
case.
just a thought.
just a
Just
thought.
saying.
Can you believe that? If it happens, I'm going to fall over laughing. Now, if they were able to pull that off, oh man, that first playoff game could be very nasty. If they even make the play.
Dang. Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
would be ugly.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, it's going to be however, if the Bucks manage to sneak in, it'll be the same way, honestly.
No, seriously. Okay, they win the division at 8-9. Okay, and they host San Fran or the Rams or
Seattle.
Seattle.
They could beat Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
You could beat Sam Darnold at home.
Are we talking?
I think they could beat all 3 of those teams. That's the funny
Well,
part
yeah,
about
but
it.
Pat, are you talking Bucks at full strength?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, send their back in gear and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Fortunately,
I don't know what that team looks like anymore.
The reason I want to see it happen on a serious note, is I do want them to change the seating. Okay, just because you won your division doesn't.
I
mean
think
you
that'll
get-
happen. I think we'll get there. Not
I-
this year, not next year, but I
Right,
think we'll
Josh.
get there.
And you agree with me on this?
Yeah, it should,
Yeah.
like we said with football or college, it should be the best teams. You should not have an 8-9 team that gets in and then a team with a better record that is left out. Because this is the NFL and we have enough games and the schedule is.
No. If you're 8-9, you're going to win the division. The
That's
way
what I'm.
it's set.
It
but you should
shouldn't.
have.
That's what we're talking about. How it should be.
No, what I'm saying is hosting a home game because you just win the division.
Right. That should never happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right, but
we
you're
agree.
also
You
taking
kinda said
it
they shouldn't be in
another
it.
step.
Go ahead.
I don't
thought-
think there should be divisions. I don't think there should be any
Thank
divisions
you.
at
We
all.
agree
It should
again.
just be the best records.
Amen.
Yeah. No.
Scott, you have a problem with that? You're the one loss guy,
If you're going to play, okay, so we're getting.
and we're
rid
not
of
going to
the-
play each other twice anymore.
Okay, if you're going to take that out of it,
Yes,
then I'd be okay with it.
good. Because in
But-
college, you play each other once, baby, and that's the end of it. Thanks. Spurrier said that
When
25
the
years ago. It was
Bucks-
beautiful.
The Bucks won their last Super Bowl, making the playoffs with what record?
I think they were 10-6, something like that. I think it was before the 17 games popped. Right?
They were a wild card.
They didn't win their division.
Nope.
Saints.
Saints, yeah.
Nope.
that's right.
Saints beat us both, crushed us both times in the regular
Right,
season
and-
playoffs.
And then they were both 10-6 going in, and Tampa Bay beat them. Yeah,
Yep.
that was weird. That's another thing. That's another reason I don't like this division playing each other twice, because more times than not, teams that play
11
each other
and 5.
twice seem to meet in the playoffs for a third time.
How many times has and again, I'm just throwing, but we say teams that win 8-9, 9-8, whatever. How many times have wild card teams in the last 20 years won the Super Bowl?
Two out of the 20.
Only 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mhm. He can do the research on that one for us. My man on the computer.
Packers, I think.
Packers did it, and the Giants in the last 20, 25 years. That's about it.
Yeah.
The Bucks.
And the Steelers, 05 apparently. So
yeah.
last 20 years, 4 teams.
Wild card.
Yeah.
Okay. What seed of the wild card? I think, let me retract myself. I know, Josh, I'm making you go through computer gymnastics. I apologize. Okay.
I want to say the Bucks were a 5.
Yeah. What I meant to say
Oh.
I think only 2 7 seeds have run the table because they're on the road for all 3 games. Very difficult.
Just Rodgers.
I think
Rodgers
Rodgers,
did it.
and the Giants. That's it
Mhm.
over the last 25 years. But
That sounds
I don't
right.
mind a wild card, Scott, if they have a good record. And like Josh and I like to say, forget the divisions. A 10-7 team is a decent team to at least deserve to go to the playoffs.
Winning football is hard. Winning 10 games, regardless of who you play
is.
in the
It's a
NFL,
great-
is very hard.
You ain't lying, man.
Mhm.
People don't realize a W in the National Football League is very hard to
And
come
not
by.
every record is the same either. If
Yes,
you've got a
Josh.
quarterback who gets hurt, misses 6 games, and those are the majority of your losses or something, I mean, there's so many different factors and
Well-
variables. And that's why over the course of a 17-game sample size, we have a good amount of data. And that is the biggest difference between college football. Not to keep harking back on that, but we have way more games to play and less teams to play them in the NFL. So that's why it's way more, it's neater. It's cleaner in
You're right.
terms of figuring everything out. But all right, we got to blow through here.
What? Oh, well, no, we got time, bro. We're good. But after that, we got the Falcons at the Jets.
These
Yeah.
are some great games.
Aren't they?
But
Top
good
shelf,
God.
baby.
Both teams on their backup quarterbacks.
Yeah. Tyrod.
Again, I like the Jets to cover and maybe even win. I really, really do. Lots of dogs today, man.
No, I do
Home dogs.
I do like the Jets to win. We agree on that, Josh.
It won't be pretty.
No. Here's a question I have for Josh, and then everybody else chime in that'd like to, and we'll take your calls. We got a few minutes left. 813-282-8283. Drake London, Atlanta's out of it. I mean, do you even have him play the rest of the year? You know, you have Terry, scary Terry McLaurin. The Redskins are out of it.
You still got to sell tickets. You still want to develop him. He probably has.
Getting ready to say he's got incentives.
The guy.
You got to play.
Yeah. It's just it's funny how that messes up with fantasy too, Josh. What do you think, sir?
No, I mean, I think he should play.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to tank in the NFL. You see it time and time again. There's a team that has 2 wins with 2 weeks to go. Oh, they shouldn't win this game. They should just lose out, and they find a way to win. It is hard to lose games intentionally in the NFL, especially. I mean, you just saw it with Burrow.
Pride.
You just saw it with Burrow. Everyone's saying, oh, the Bengals are way out of it. He shouldn't be playing. Guess what? He comes in and he leads that team to a win on Thursday night on the road. Let Drake London play.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. All right, Vikings at the Seahawks. The Seahawks should win this game, and what I'm curious to see what's going to happen with the quarterback situation there in Minnesota. And I think Sam Darnold's going to have a big day, Josh, for fantasy purposes. Agree, disagree?
So on paper, yes, I think this is a smash spot. It should be for Seattle, but that defense knows Darnold very well, and Brian Flores is still one heck of a defensive coordinator. So I don't know if they cover that big number.
No, that's a
or
tough
if they
number.
put up a ton of points. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like Darnold could get the last laugh, and this is his revenge because of how Minnesota
Like you
treated him.
said, though, 30-20, and it's 30-13 with 2 minutes left to get a garbage touchdown. That means he smashed them.
It depends on the type of guy he is. He doesn't strike me as like a revenge narrative type of guy. Some people
I
really
agree.
want to put it into him, and that plays a whole factor. I don't know. Brian Flores could come up with some tricks here that maybe keeps it a little bit closer, but at the end of the day, Seattle wins.
Well, the other good game to me is the Bills at the Steelers. They're both fighting for their playoff life. We're going to see what happens there. What do you think is going to happen between the Bills and the Steelers?
I got Buffalo today. That team desperately needs a statement game going on the road in Acrisure. I know it's a tough place to play, but if that's a game where Josh Allen goes back to the Josh Allen that we saw against the Bucs a few weeks ago, everyone starts talking about Buffalo again. That AFC picture is starting to get real crammed in, so the Bills need this win.
Exactly. Scott, you like the
I
Bills?
like the Bills.
Yeah, I would
do.
think so too.
I just think he's too good.
Yeah,
and
we're gonna. I hope it's.
he's had some ups and downs, but I just think he's too good when the chips are down.
I hope it's a good 4:30 game. That's what I'm looking forward there to have a good game to root in and enjoy, because that's pretty much, besides the Bucs game, that's the next game on tap that I think is worthy of really watching and caring about. So we'll see if I'm right or wrong. Raiders at the Chargers. I'm thinking the Chargers are really going to smack them today. I don't know why I feel that way, but we're going to find out. I know it's a division game. It scares me, but I just have a feeling.
I don't ever like calling the Chargers Raiders.
Yeah,
because
you're right.
Those two, I don't know why, but when they play, throw
it's tough.
Everything out. And they just always seem to have that type of game.
I want to get back to the Bills for 1 second, Josh. Fantasy purposes, do you think Josh Allen will run for more than 25 yards today?
I mean, yeah.
You
why
do?
not? He's always
It's close to that.
capable of running, especially if it's a closer game. You've got that 3rd and 8 type of scramble, somewhere he takes off. I mean, sure, why not? I don't
Will he
know.
run one in today?
James Cook loves to score. I mean, how many touchdowns do you think they're going to score? You think they score 4?
Yes, I do.
Then yeah, he
Then,
probably
yeah.
gets one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they should be able to score a quarter. But
Yeah.
this is another one where Pittsburgh could win. You've got a home dog. They need it. Mike
Yeah.
Tomlin teams, Bills have
Oh,
been
yeah.
inconsistent as can be.
Well,
Yeah.
either way, because the weather's not going to be terrible, and rock and roll, the Steeler fans will be going to see. I mean, now if the Ravens lose, it's helped them with the division now, big time. So they can find a way.
The Browns are still in the hunt.
I know.
They really are.
They
If
are.
the Steelers were to lose today
Yes, man.
and the Browns pull off that upset, they're in the picture. You know the image, the in the hunt image?
I like
they're in
it.
the hunt.
AFC North 8-9,
In the
AFC South
I don't
8-9.
think
That's
that-
going to be nice.
They fall in that graphic, not eliminated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Raiders are offensive line is also very, very bad right now. Lock for himself.
It's a
So
little tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he
Again,
calls
just too many
himself an
points.
It's hard to
NFL
throw off your
quarterback.
back, is what you're saying,
A little
Josh.
bit. A little
Just
bit.
a little difficult.
Just
huh?
too many points there.
Mahomes used to be able to, Scott, just not
Yeah,
anymore, right,
yeah.
brother?
Right.
Come on, man.
And I agree with your point too. Of that game is weird because that stadium, regardless of how bad the Raiders are and how good the Chargers are, is
Doesn't
going to be
matter.
70% Raiders fans.
Right. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's true.
It's a weird game. It's
It
a weird
is.
game.
It really, really is. What about our Caucasians?
God bless them, man. Against the Broncos, I don't think they can do it, man. I think they're going to get smacked. But it is, hey, as Josh likes to say, Washington, maybe home to 6.5 and hold on and pray.
I think they should pay Joshua the royalty and change his name.
Washington Caucasians.
Absolutely. Joshua's got something.
I like it. I do too, man. You know, mine was a little harsh. I was going to have them called the Washington Politicians, have a briefcase with ink on the helmet. I thought that would be a good look. Why not? I think it'd be great. Who's going to win? I say, baby, come on, Bobo.
Knicks. That's a football name.
Well, it's funny because you think of Bo and you hear that name because of draft day now. You want Bo? You can have him, you pancake eating son of a gun. I love that, man.
That's not what he said. by the way.
No kidding, really?
See, I wanted to hear the dump button.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next time. Amico, you're welcome. You're welcome, AJ, for me
She's
not doing that.
sitting there, her fingers
It was
cramping.
twitching, baby. I'll tell you what. Folks, thanks for tuning in to us. We greatly appreciate you. Thanks for listening to Salem Communications. Great station. Got a lot of great shows this week coming up. Check me out tomorrow morning with 5 to 6 o'clock, and we'll have a full update all today. God bless you, Tampa Bay.
Peace and respect, Tampa. Much love, peace and respect.
When the tropical winds and surge turn deadly, you need Florida's most experienced surge protection team.